There are at least 20 huge injury or player updates that we need to go over. The first being Malik Neighbors. He is not just on a toe injury anymore. It is now a back injury, but they are saying it's minor. Right now, he is sitting out of practice, but the estimated date of return is about 3 to 4 days, and that's very common for a lot of guys that you'll see in this video, so I wouldn't worry too much. If anything, right now, I would do what I'm doing and buying the dip. I got him yesterday at the 12th overall pick in fantasy, and normally he's going around 8 to 9, so I love taking up the end of the first right now. The second is Jalen McMillan, who is dealing with a severe neck injury. And neck injuries are always pretty tough to deal with. A.J. Dillon last year missed the whole year. This has happened to multiple players where once they have a neck injury, their career kind of goes downhill. I'm not saying his is going to be bad. It's called a strain, but this means that Mike Evans and Emeka Egbuka are going to go nuts at the start of the season because Godwin is already probably going to miss some time. This just absolutely opened the floor for Emeka Egbuka to have the huge rookie breakout that I've been saying he will have. Maybe also give some room to Bucky Irving or especially Cade Otton to get some more of the targets that they probably weren't going to get. Then Daniel Jones is the starter for the Colts. They named him the Week 1 starter. What does this mean? Well, Josh Downs and Alec Pierce are currently dealing with groin and hamstring injuries, but like I said, with Malik Neighbors, their estimated date of return, 3 to 4 days, shouldn't be too bad. Those guys, I would say Pierce gets a downgrade with Jones because AR-15 had some great downfield passes to him last year. I don't think that's going to happen with Daniel Jones, but Downs probably gets an upgrade. We've seen Sterling Shepard do really well in an offense with Daniel Jones. They remind me a lot of each other. Josh Downs works well over the middle of the field, and I think this is a big boost to Tyler Warren as well, who I've been extremely high on. Tyler Warren works perfectly over the middle of the field, and Danny Dimes should keep more drives going and have more scoring opportunities, so it's also good for Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, you want your quarterback to have rushing upside so the running back has more lanes to go through, like Derrick Henry, like Saquon Barkley. Their job's a lot easier with those great offensive lines and having a rushing quarterback. Daniel Jones is rushing enough where I think defenses will respect him, and that's a good thing for JT, and he's more likely to check down to JT than AR-15. Now, Shedeur Sanders is dealing with a minor injury right now. It shouldn't be too bad. It's a little hamstring injury, and what I wanted to say about this is whoever it is, Joe Flacco or him starting in Week 1, it's probably Joe Flacco, but even if Shedeur by Week 6, I'm not worried about Cedric Tillman, Jerry Jeudy, or David Njoku. I think all those guys will do well because Shedeur kind of showed me in the preseason he can really lead a good NFL offense, and we already know Joe Flacco can do that. He's going to air the ball out. So my worries are kind of like quelled a little bit right now. I'm not too worried about the Browns offense. Before we weren't sure because we couldn't really stack them in best ball and stuff. So I'm not too worried anymore. I think Shedeur is going to be okay. Seems like a light injury. Then Sam Laporta, he's dealing with a pretty decent injury that's kept him out of practice for a couple weeks. We're not sure when he's going to be back. Dan Campbell said it's an undisclosed injury. But if he is going to miss any time at all, that's going to really be a huge boost for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the short passing work even more. And then Jameson Williams maybe gets an expansive role, kind of like last year where Sam Laporta's production went down, J-Mo's went up. I think it mainly affects Amon-Ra because he's the middle of the field type of slot receiver they have, and that's also where Sam Laporta works, so maybe even more targets go to him. But it condenses the target share, and Jahmyr Gibbs will probably get used a little more in the slot and in the receiving game. Then Joe Mixon, still dealing with that foot injury, and they had an update August 15th that they're still unsure if he's going to even make the flight for Week 1. I mean, Woody Marks at this point is a great pass catcher if you want to draft him. He had 83 receptions his freshman year of college, 48, 47 in other years. I think Nick Chubb will probably get the bulk of the goal line carries and the in-between the tackles work. Neither of them are probably too great at this time in their career. Like Woody Marks is not some explosive back that is going to really make his mark in the NFL. He's kind of like a gadget guy in third down. And then Nick Chubb, all the reports out of camp are that he's pretty old. It's not great when your head coach is saying that you're ending your career pretty soon. So I just think that draft Joe Mixon at a big decrease right now. Like you can get him in the hundreds easily. I'm okay with that because I think towards the end of the year he will be a league winner, kind of like you draft rookies to be better towards the end of the year. I think Joe Mixon's a fine pick after pick 100. But if you want to grab Nick Chubb or Woody Marks for some early season production, that makes sense. Then Brian Robinson, everyone is panicking right now about him. I was never drafting him, but it looks like he will get traded. This could be an upgrade for him. I don't think there's too many situations that are better than the current one he's in just because a good offense where he has the goal line work. Maybe he goes to Dallas, but they're kind of crowded. Like, there's not too many situations. maybe the Bengals. There's not too many situations that would need him right now that would be better than what he's already in. But Austin Eckler is going to maintain the pass catching role, and now he might get some more early down stuff. And everyone's going crazy for Bill Krosky-Merritt, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Everyone thinks he's going to absolutely explode. Guys, he's a 7th-round rookie. He's going to take some of the goal line work if Brian Robinson leaves, but Chris Rodriguez is also going to do that. Chris Rodriguez also looks good in the preseason, and he's like 7th-round rookies do not just step in and have a workhorse role. Plus, he doesn't have much pass-catching upside. That's completely Eckler's role. I've seen him go in the 6th round on Underdog and the 8th round in a $2,000 buy-in redraft league that I watched last night. I can't believe the hype for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I'm completely out at that price, guys. Come on. Travis Hunter, missing some time with an upper body injury, but it should be back August 23rd, so a couple days. Not too bad. We know he's a frail guy. He's going to pick up some injuries here and there, but it seems like just a little bit of a knock. He's going to take some rest. I'm not worried about that personally. It's not affecting my rankings. I'm still highly drafting him. Then Quentin Johnston leaves with a head injury during the game. He's carted off. That looks terrible. So Keenan Allen upgrade. Lab McConkey's already doing his thing. This was no effect on Lab McConkey, but Trey Harris and Keenan Allen are going to probably get a little bit of a boost here, especially Trey Harris, who also looked really good in the preseason. So I just think now Trey Harris has dipped into the 150s in most drafts. You can get him for free. Why not take the chance on a high upside rookie at that part in the draft? I don't mind it. Keenan Allen's going around like pick 110 right now. That's okay too. But I prefer the 40-pick discount where we can get Trey Harris for free. Then Mekhi Becton. We already know that Rashawn Slater's done for the year. Mekhi Becton has not practiced since July 28th. Guys, if this O-line is not healthy for the start of the year, Omarion Hampton, it was already bad last year. Like they already could not open up the running lanes for Dobbins. But if Mekhi Becton's out, I mean, it's looking really bad. It's looking really, and it hurts Lab McConkey. It hurts Justin Herbert because the whole offense won't be working the same, and he's going to be under pressure way more. So this mainly affects Hampton in my eyes because Mekhi Becton's a great run blocker. But yeah, it really puts a damper on the offense. We'll have to see if he comes back. Matthew Stafford did come back to practice. He did play, throw some passes around, looked okay. I wasn't worried about him in my last video. I said I'm okay. He's a tough guy. He'll be okay. They can use shots for this type of injury. I don't think he'll need the surgery. He should be good. It's more of a pain management thing, and there's no tougher quarterback in the league than Matthew Stafford. So I'm fine with him. I think he'll be good. I'm still drafting Puka really high. I'm taking the dip on Puka, by the way. You can get him in the 2nd round a lot right now. I mean, that's easy. Devontae Adams going the 4 or 5 turn right now because people are worried. I mean, that's a huge steal. Yeah, I would just use a lot of these minor ones as buying opportunities. Then Justin Jefferson seems like he's returning to practice pretty soon here. So looks like we're good to go. We'll see how he does, if he has any re-aggravation with that hamstring, but they've held him out long enough. I kind of doubt that happens. He should be good to go. I'm not worried. Kyle Williams and all the Patriots receivers and pretty much offensive skill players right now are questionable until August 22nd. I think they're just kind of giving them all a rest with like minor like hamstring, groin, heel, whatever. Like all these guys have like little dings. I think since they all have the same return date, I think they're just resting. I would not look too far into it, so I'm not worried there. A.J. Brown, similar situation where he came back from the hamstring injury, started practicing again, and then they just put him back on the questionable list with the hamstring, saying he won't return until like 3 days. But Devonta Smith also on that, and Dallas Goedert also on that. So I'm going to assume this is kind of one of those rest things for all the skill position players. I'm not too worried about that. And then Devon Achane has a calf injury. We've seen in the NBA with Damian Lillard and Tyrese Halliburton and Jason Tatum, when people are playing through calf injuries, you definitely have more Achilles tear frequency for sure. But Devon's pretty young. I'm not like overly worried here. I don't want to overreact because of what we just saw recently in the NBA. So I'm still buying the dip. I got him at pick 21 last night on an underdog draft. That's absolutely insane to me. I'm willing to take that risk there. His estimated return date is in 4 to 5 days. So not too bad. They're not really wondering about his week 1 availability. They think he'll be good. So I'm buying into it. And that's the 20 updates, guys. If you like these updates each week, drop a follow, drop a comment. Let me know what you think of these. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.